fruits, those crazy-shaped sweet lovely colored things we eat and not feel guilty afterwards, like we might feel after eating a full bar of chocolate. I'm not judging. They're healthy, they've got vitamins, we can eat them raw or in desserts, or even cook them to add that special flavor of theirs to our dishes. While back in the times, all the fruits that we could have were those available in our area, today we can have almost anything from anywhere. We just pay different prices for them. Sometimes they cost a few cents, but other times their price can be as high as for a chunk of meat. That's what happens when we wish those exotic fruits which grow on distant lands. They need to bring them to us, somehow. And to keep them fresh on the way. Let's find out which are the top 10 most expensive fruits. 10 Buddha-shaped pears, $9. Yeah, you watch that right. Buddha-shaped pears. Folded arms, meditation posture and smile included. One Chinese farmer, Xianzhong Hao, came with the idea to create these pears in the shape of the Buddha statue in his farm in the Hebei province of China. The pears are grown in molds that shape them like tiny Buddhas during the process of growing. The molds were made available by the Fruit Mold Company in China, who offer lots of other options for weird fruit shaping like heart-shaped watermelons or gnome-shaped apples. The pears we're talking about cost $9 per piece. 9 Sakai Ichi apples, $12. No, it's hard to read, but the name actually means number 1 in the world. Modesty, anyone? Cultivated for the first time in 1974's Japan, these apples are one of a kind. Their pale pink, red color is nothing abnormal, nor is their juiciness and sweetness. What isn't normal is their huge size and weight. They have a circumference of 15 inches and weigh around 2 pounds. Plus the fact that they're washed in honey before being sold. And then there's the price. You'd have to pay $21 for one single, oversized, apple. 8 Dacopan citrus, $80 pack of 6. Dacopan citrus is a sweet, seedless combination of mandarin and orange. A mandarin orange. They were first cultivated in 1972 and they're greatly appreciated for their sweetness, many considering them the best oranges in the world. And where else could they be sold but in Japan? They come in a pack of 6 and for a good $80, so these are no fruits to buy with the change left from your previous groceries run. Make sure you've got your wallet fully packed and ready. 7 Sambuckia Queen strawberries, $85 pack. Strawberries. Everyone likes strawberries, even more if they come in a chocolate bar. But the Sambuckia Queen strawberries should not be mixed with anything else. They're perfect just the way they are. Perfect. Each one of these strawberries is individually picked for the right red, dark green leaves, white seeds and impeccable shape. They come in packs of 12 with a price tag of $85. 6 Square watermelon, $800. Would you eat something square? I'm not talking about chocolate anymore. Something large and heavy and shaped like a cube. We bet you would. At least the square watermelon. The idea appeared again in Japan, but since 2014 you can have them in the rest of the world as well. Besides the fact that these watermelons were grown in a box to give them the shape you see in the picture, because the taste is the same as with the normal ones, there's nothing else special about them. Okay, maybe the price. 5 pineapples from the Lost Gardens of Heligan, $1,500. We all know that pineapples don't grow in Europe and that England's weather is, let's say, not very pretty. But that's half true. Pineapples do grow in Europe and England's weather can be good enough for growing pineapples. With a little bit of human help, that is. The Lost Gardens of Heligan, Cornwall, UK, is the last place in all Europe where pineapples do grow. It's a pineapple pit, the kind that Victorian gardeners used in the 18th century. 4 Tayo no Tamago mangoes, $3,000. The name means, egg of the sun, and they're another result of fruit picking perfection. Tayo no Tamago mangoes need to have over 350 grams each and high sugar content to be selected. Every year, after the first harvest, the fruits are sold at an auction for quite a lot of bucks per pair. The record so far was $3,000. 3 Ruby Roman grapes, $8,400. Japan comes again on this crazy list with the Ruby Roman grapes. Grown in the Ishikawa prefecture since 2008 and named through a public referendum, they're the most expensive grapes you could ever buy. The selection process means verifying that each grape has over 20 grams and 18% sugar content. If they're over 30 grams and the grape cluster weighs over 700 grams, they're selected for the premium class. 2 Densake watermelon, $6,100. With no spots nor stripes, weighing up to 11 kilograms, the black Densake watermelon is a rarity on the fruit market. Its taste is a little bit more sweeter than that of other watermelons, and since there are only 10,000 of them produced every year, it makes them very exclusive. Usually one costs around $250, but in 2008, the record got to $6,100 for one of these black sweet melons. Should we mention that Japan is the country where this happened? We're sure you figured it up by now. 1 Yubari King melon, $30,000 pair. The Yubari King melon is a hybrid of two other melons that originated on the same Hokkaido island as above and got its name from the Yubari greenhouses on the island. The melons have a perfect round shape with a smooth rind, with part of the stem left on top to improve their aesthetics.